Good morning everyone. I am going to present clinical profile and characteristics of ocular trauma due to physical assault in Tertiary Care Center, Jharkhand. Physical assault is a common cause of morbidity and mortality worldwide in underdeveloped and developing countries. Assault causing trauma to the eyes become a concern of legal authorities. Ocular trauma that has a medico-legal implications in terms of punishment to the offenders or compensation for the loss. Ocular trauma is one of the major causes of monoocular non-congenital, most under-recognized cause of vision loss in the developed world. Open globe injury is a major cause of permanent visual impairment and blindness in which ruptured globe have very poor prognosis and require immediate surgical repair. Best score is a closed globe injury, no full thickness injury, in contusion by a blunt injury, lamellar laceration by a sharp injury, in open globe injury, full thickness injury, in which rupture by a blunt object and laceration by a sharp object. These are the image showing best score. Laceration subgroups are penetrating injury in which no exit wounds, intraocular foreign body retain foreign objects causing entrance wounds, perforating injury where have entrance and exit injury both present. OTC score, that is ocular trauma score, to determine the severity and prognosis of ocular injury in open globe injury, zone 1 limited to cornea and limbus, zone 2 limbus to 5 mm posterior into sclera, zone 3 posterior to 5 mm from the limbus. In closed globe injury, zone 1 limited to external anterior segment, zone 2 up to pars plicator, and zone 3 all parts behind posterior lens capsule. My aim of study is to determine the clinical profile and characteristics of ocular trauma due to physical assault in Tertiary Care Center, Jharkhand. My study is retrospective hospital-based observational study. Duration of study is 1 year. 148 cases of assault-related ocular trauma of all age groups are included. Ocular injury more than 1 month duration, non-assault related trauma treated elsewhere are excluded. A detailed history of the patient was recorded including age, gender, injury detail, clinical presentation, time of injury and reporting time in an IOPD. Object and place of assault were noted. Vitals, visual acuity by Snellen and Strand and IOP by the Goldman Appellation Tonometer are noted. Slit lamp microscopy, direct indirect ophthalmoscopy and report of imaging, X-ray orbit, CT scan, B scan were also noted were advised. My result is out of 148 cases in which 119 are male, rest are females. Most common age group vulnerable 16 to 30 years. Violence done by mainly known in which family members are common rather than friends, neighbors, in which spouse are common rather than parents and others. Closed globe injury more common than open injury. Subconjunctival hemorrhage, hyphema are more common whereas traumatic cataract is less common. Types of weapon are most commonly used only blunt object. These are the images which I collected during my study. Visual status of injured eye is mostly are normals. Post-treatment 84 people. Police information sent in 69 patients. Assault more common from home. I conclude in assault injury 54 patients have open globe injury in which 45 patients with visual acuity less than 660, most of them by known. 80% young adult males are more prone to assault related ocular injury. Blindness is a serious public health problem as it affects person's quality of life. Pediatric eye injury have a special concern because it is prone to amblyopia. This requires a careful history and thorough examination to ascertain the actual and realistic estimation of injury. These patients may feign injuries to deliberately mislead the doctor to make a wrong diagnosis for compensation purposes. Study emphasize on urgent needs of public awareness and education program for improved outcome of ocular injury and to tackle the economy and social issues resulting in violence. The helpline may also be able to organize a support worker from the Victims Assistance Program who can organize counseling, help you communicate with police, report a physical assault and counseling in 24-hour crisis support service. These are my references. Thank you.
So what you conclude from your study?
Yes, sir. Males are more common than females and violence mainly done by known members in which family members are more common.
Okay. So ideally it's more common in females most of the previous study, but one thing more, what precautions you have taken before to register these type of physical assault or other thing in your OPD cases or the ward? Do you need write something, whatever their FIR number is there or whatever the medical legal cases, how you prevent documents or how will you write anything?
So by PIR numbers and inform to police earlier than any
Yes, for
treatment.
the house most important is always write where the first MLC has been done,
Yes, sir.
and then what is the FIR number and what are the things, because these are the cases in which you do study, that is different thing, but it's a lifelong liability on the treating surgeon.
Yes, sir.
So whatever the presenting vision is there, when the patient is presented to you time, it's a huge list. But at least you can do 4-5 things which is very much important before starting treatment, or at least document on your file in your own words along with your full name and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
You didn't find any child in your study? You didn't find any child in your study? But so there is a separate score, it is POTS. It's a pediatric ocular trauma score which you need to apply for that. And nowadays toddler ocular trauma score has come. So you cannot apply this adult ocular trauma score when you are putting this clinical profile.